Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we'll learn the three main types of sentences in English: simple, compound, and complex. By the end you'll be able to identify each type, build your own, and write clearer sentences. Ready? Let's begin. What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought. Every sentence needs at least one subject, who or what, and one verb, what they do. Sentences can be short, like he runs, or long and detailed. The type of sentence depends on how many clauses it has and how those clauses are connected. Simple sentences. A simple sentence contains one independent clause, one subject and one predicate, verb, and expresses a complete thought. Its basic structure is subject plus verb plus object or complement. Examples: she reads. Subject equals she. Verb equals reads. The students finish the test. Subject equals the students. Verb equals finished. Object equals the test. My friend and I went to the market. Compound subject. Still one clause. The weather is very hot today. Verb plus complement. Notes: a simple sentence can have compound elements like she and Tom walked and talked. It is still simple because there is only one clause, one main verb group. Simple sentences are great for clarity and strong starts in writing. Compound sentences. A compound sentence joins two or more independent clauses, clauses that could stand alone as sentences, using coordinating conjunctions or punctuation. How to join them? Use a comma plus a coordinating conjunction, for, and nor, but, or, yet. So remember fanboys. Example: I wanted to go for a walk, but it started to rain. Or use a semicolon when the two clauses are closely related. Example: I wanted to go for a walk, it started to rain. More examples: he studied hard, so he passed the exam. You can call me now, or we can meet later. The sun set, and the stars came out. Punctuation tip: when you join two full sentences with a coordinating conjunction, put a comma before the conjunction. If you use a semicolon, no conjunction is needed, but both clauses should be closely connected. Complex sentences. A complex sentence has one independent clause and one or more dependent, subordinate clauses. A dependent clause cannot stand alone. It needs the main clause to make sense. Common subordinating words. Because, although, since, if, when, while, after, before, and less though. Relative pronouns like who, which, that also introduce dependent clauses. Examples: because it was raining, we stayed home. Dependent clause: because it was raining plus independent clause, we stayed home. We stayed home because it was raining. Same clauses, order changed, no comma used below. The book that I borrowed is excellent. That I borrowed is a relative clause describing the book. If you study regularly, your English will improve. Punctuation and placement. If the dependent clause comes first, put a comma after it. If it rains, I will take an umbrella. If the independent clause comes first, you usually do not use a comma. I will take an umbrella if it rains. Relative clauses, who slash, which slash, that, usually do not need commas unless they are non-essential extra information. Why use complex sentences? They let you show cause, condition, time, contrast, and more, adding depth to your writing. Quick practice. Now a short practice. Pause if you need time. 1. Identify. She laughed and everyone cheered. Simple, compound, or complex. 2. Identify. Although he was tired, he finished the project. 3. Convert into compound. I finished my homework. I watched a movie. Join with a suitable conjunction. Answers. 1. Simple. One clause with compound predicate/objects. 2. Complex. Dependent clause although he was tired plus independent clause. 3. Compound example. I finished my homework and I watched a movie. Great job! Practice writing one sentence of each type every day. It will sharpen your writing and speaking. To test yourself further, try the sentence structure quiz at 99learners.in. The direct link is in the description below. If you like this lesson, subscribe for more English grammar videos and leave a comment for any topic ideas. Thanks for watching. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Hi everyone, welcome back. If you watched our last lesson, you already know the three sentence types: simple, compound, and complex. Today we'll learn a different way of classifying sentences. 4 kinds of sentences by purpose: assertive, imperative, interrogative, and exclamatory. Let's make them easy with clear rules and lots of examples. Quick reminder: simple or compound or complex tells us how clauses are joined. The 4 kinds we'll study now tell us why the sentence is used: to state, to command, to ask, or to exclaim. I'll explain each kind, show structure, give examples, and then show how to make negative forms for each. Ready? Let's begin. 1. Assertive or declarative sentences. An assertive sentence, also called a declarative sentence, states a fact, gives information, or expresses an opinion. It's the most common kind. Structure: basic subject plus verb plus object or complement. Punctuation: ends with a full stop period. Examples: she studies English every day. The train arrives at 9:00. I like spicy food. Birds fly south in winter. Notice, each sentence makes a statement that can be true or false. Short or long, it's still assertive. 2. Imperative sentences. An imperative sentence gives a command, makes a request, or offers advice. The subject is often hidden. It's usually you. Structure: basic, you, plus base verb plus object or complement. Punctuation: usually ends with a period, but can end with an exclamation mark for strong commands. Examples: sit down. Command: please close the door. Polite request: don't touch that. Strong warning: let's begin. Suggestion: let's equals let us. Imperatives can be soft, please pass the salt, or strong, stop. The subject you is understood. 3. Interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences ask questions. They end with a question mark and come in several forms. 1. Yes or no questions. Start with an auxiliary verb or modal. Do you like tea? Are they ready? Can you come? 2. WH questions. Start with what, where, when, why, who, which, or how. Where do you live? Why did she leave? 3. Tag questions. A short question at the end. You're leaving, aren't you? Examples: do you speak English? Yes or no? When does the movie start? WH question. She finished the work, didn't she? Tag question. Structure depends on whether the sentence uses an auxiliary verb, modal, or the verb to be as the first element. 4. Exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences show strong emotion, surprise, joy, anger, excitement. They often start with what or how for exclamatory structures, or are short exclamations. They usually end with an exclamation mark. Examples: what a beautiful house. How quickly he ran. Wow, that's amazing. Ouch, that hurt. These sentences are about emotion and tone. In writing, the exclamation mark signals that strong feeling. Making negative sentences for all 4 kinds. Now let's learn how to make negative sentences for each kind. This is very useful. Assertive to negative. Rule: use not with the auxiliary verb. If there's no auxiliary, add do, does, or did. Examples: she studies English every day. She does not study English every day. Or she doesn't study English every day. I like spicy food. I do not like spicy food. Or I don't like spicy food. Imperative to negative. Rule: use do not or don't plus base verb, or never for advice or warning. Often contracted as don't. Examples: sit down. Don't sit down. Command not to do. Please touch the art. Please do not touch the art. Let's go. Negative suggestion: let's not go. Interrogative to negative. Rule: put not after the auxiliary, or use a negative form of auxiliary. 4 yes or no questions use don't or doesn't or didn't, or auxiliary plus not. 4 WH questions, keep the WH word, then the auxiliary plus not. Examples: do you speak English? Do you not speak English? Formal, or don't you speak English? Common: where did she go? Where did she not go? Less common, or why didn't she go? More natural for asking reason. Exclamatory to negative. Note: exclamatory negatives express strong negative emotion, often use negative words or contractions and an exclamation mark. Examples: what a terrible day. Negative exclamation. How could you do that? Expresses shock or anger. I can't believe this. Negative emotion using contraction. For exclamatory negatives, tone is key. the words or contractions show the negative emotion. Quick practice. 1. Make this negative. He is coming tomorrow. He is not coming tomorrow. 2. Turn into a polite negative command. Open the window. Please do not open the window, or please leave it closed. 3. Make this a negative question. You finished the work? Didn't you finish the work? Or didn't you finish the work? Pause the video if you want to try more. These quick changes help you practice forming negatives across sentence kinds. Today we review the 4 kinds of sentences by purpose: assertive, declarative, imperative, interrogative, and exclamatory, and learned how to make negative sentences for each. Keep practicing by writing examples and converting them from positive to negative. Want more practice? Take the English grammar practice tests at 99learners.in. The direct link to the tests is in the description below. If you liked this lesson, subscribe to the channel for more grammar videos and leave a comment telling me which sentence kind you found most useful or what topic you want next. Thanks for watching. Keep practicing and see you in the next lesson.